Vitamin T.
Hey! Welcome, listeners, to this week's episode of Unexplained Legends. I'm Roger O'Sullivan, and with me, as always, is
Denis Sligo Len.
And together we are the Unexplained Legends. Dennis, I feel like for a split second there, you forgot that you say your name at the start.
I don't remember it right up until it happens. Like up until you say it, I'm like, oh, the podcast, it's on. You know, I was actually going to go. I was going to go to a different one.
Prepped, no?
No, I never have anything prepped. Even though today I was going to go with triangle, but I forgot it. But today I was cutting a sandwich, and you know, going back to the kind of thing of, oh, do you cut them in triangles, you cut them in half, all this kind of stuff, right? But I really had a moment where, like, if I was Seamus Heaney and had any feasibility, I would have wrote a poem about it. But I really just, you know, if my mother's out there listening, no, like, why didn't you just cut it in triangles all the time?
Oh,
like,
it's gross as a handle. The little fucking the two rectangles is gross.
Yeah, but why? Like, why not do it? I mean, I wasn't asking to go to Disneyland or something, but every time I remember my sandwiches being cut in a triangle, I was like, oh wow, my lucky
Here
day.
we go. Yeah.
But why not do it?
To this day, I think that you told me that you actually have a triangle fetish.
Yeah, I do. I like them. I like you know what my favorite Pokemon was actually?
Oh, was it Polygon?
Yeah, it was Polygon.
Yeah.
It was Polygon.
Typical. That's
but if you were making a sandwich for yourself, no, would you cut them into triangles yourself?
So I'm a sandwich skeptic.
Right? Oh, really?
But yeah, I don't really eat sandwiches unless I bought them somewhere. Then I will, but I won't make one myself.
Why is that?
I'm a roll man.
A roll man. Are you one of these weirdos that gets the roll in the plastic in the supermarket, puts a drop of water and puts it into the oven? Are you one of those guys?
No, I'm not. I'm not that far.
Oh, sorry. I used to live with you. You're one of these lads who gets a massive baguette and picks pieces off it like a bird throughout the day.
Yeah, I am.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, there's nothing I like more than a baguette. Do you know what, though? I went through a phase where I thought I'd invented the ploughman sandwich.
Okay, what's the ploughman sandwich?
Do you know the ploughman's is like I actually only go on.
What is it? Cheese, tomatoes. I can't remember what else is in there.
Cheese, tomato, bit of lettuce. You know,
onion,
people.
I think.
What was that?
Onion.
Yeah, you could. Yeah. Bit of relish. I think relish is key, and you would potentially also add. Let's say, you know, ham or something for yourself. But for me, I was like, oh my god, tomato, cheese, lettuce, bit of relish. How's no one invented this?
Wow, we could have an unusual name for it too.
Yeah.
You know what I just thought of there actually, when you go up to the deli, which is I think pretty much an Irish thing at this stage. I don't think it's in the States. I don't think it's in the UK. But
in the States, where we are.
In the Floridas. But you know, you go up to a deli and you get like a sandwich made up and stuff, right? Yeah. But what's so funny about that is I always go up and for some reason I have it locked into my head that I should nearly be embarrassed asking for relish, or that they don't have it and it's so unusual. Because if I go up, I'll always say like, on a normal day I'll say like, oh, can I have ketchup? Can I have butter? Can I have whatever? But I'll always put it to them, do you have relish?
You're just, it's because you don't want to make a fool of yourself.
Yeah, do you have relish? Do you have you know, like going? I know I'm a little bit temperate. Do you have relish?
Well, here's a sandwich. Then you actually just made me realize. I think delis are a big thing in the US actually.
Yeah,
now,
different kind of deli though.
Yeah, but the thing, you actually can find delis like we have back in Ireland, in London.
Yeah, is it like through vines and stuff, and there's a secret map?
Yeah, they're only in these things which you might not have come across because you haven't like worked in central London. But there are these places. They're not greasy spoons, but they're like lunchtime cafes that are all around like Liverpool Street and Holborn.
Oh,
and stuff.
Are they the things that the Irish Centre brought in with the Red Cross to just treat people from Ireland who had moved over who were starving because they couldn't get the exact thing they wanted from home?
That's it. But these places, Dennis, you can always tell, like they look. I don't care what the hygiene rating says on the door. There's no there's no way that that's valid.
Hygiene rating is grand.
Yeah, the hygiene rating is just either being paid off or they bought it from another restaurant. That's from the previous restaurant that was there.
You go up to the till and there's a rat with a hat on.
Yeah. And under his hat is a tiny man controlling him. Dennis
Manitouille.
Well, listen, I tried to pitch that to Disney and they turned me down. And then fucking next year they came out with their piece of shit. Dennis, before we crack on with what we're covering today, I wanted to say one more thing. I didn't think sandwiches would, as a sandwich skeptic, I didn't think I'd be so enthused by it. But I have a sandwich, a personal sandwich that I used to make, and I think you'll wince at it. I don't think I could order it at a deli. I think that they'd tell me I wasn't allowed to have it.
And when you say you used to make it, I assume that it was kind of phased out because of the reaction you were getting from people when you'd make it.
No, I don't have a sandwich toaster anymore.
Is that what they're called?
What are they called? You know what I'm on about, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I used to live on that stuff before.
Toasted sandwich maker.
To be honest, right, I will give it to you. The way you put it sounds better, but they call it that for some reason. I have no idea. So get this, right? Some of this will sound very Route 1 to you, but there'll be a left turn that you won't go on board with. Right? So I'm making a toasted sandwich. I'll have this untoasted as well, if the right bread comes about. I need my bread needs to be very present, if you get my meaning, you know? Mm-hmm. I was talking to somebody recently at work about how they remember getting sick once because they were given a sandwich that was 2 heels of bread. And that's my dream. I think that's a crime in most countries. You can't give a person 2 heels.
I love that.
You know what that says to me as well? That says like someone's saving up the heels to give it to you because they get to the end of the bread, they're giving you one. Were they just like holding back the other one for this moment?
I'd say so. Or here's what they did: is the first sandwich being made was for Scooby-Doo. And then the next sandwich was just the 2 heels that they had left. And they just put them. That's your one. But I'd love that sandwich. But this is my sandwich, right? Tuna.
Okay.
Fine. Tuna. Mature cheddar cheese.
Melted or just laid on?
Well, this is all going in the sandwich toaster.
Okay.
So it'll eventually be melted, but you know. And then
tuna melt.
Tuna melt. I've invented this, right? Tuna melt.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what condiment's in it?
Well, it has to be something bizarre. Horseradish.
No. Get this. Mustard.
Mustard. Okay.
Mustard with tuna and cheese. And then I put that in there. Now, would you say mustard would naturally go with tuna?
I don't really know. I don't think it's as crazy as you were probably building it up to be. I thought you were going to say like cat or something. You know, I'd be like, whoa, that's mad. You just ate someone's
acid. Cat. Just a bit of acid in there too. No,
ASS.
Yeah, ass. All I'm saying is if anyone's listening to that and they're skeptical of it, try it out.
What you call it?
I just called it tuna mustard melt.
It's nice. I think you can make something from that.
If I was to have a personal sandwich, that's what it would be.
I think you should make me one if only I could accept sandwiches from people, which I can't. All right, so what are we doing this week, Raj?
This week, Dennis, again, where we're going back into the realm of aliens, because I love this. Like, you've always throughout the podcast have been like, can we go less easy on the aliens? You used to say, go light on the aliens as relish. But Dennis, they've been all over the news again.
They've been all over the news, falling over them.
Yeah, they've been all over the news. And you won't believe this, Dennis, but the old Mexicans, they've been talking about UFOs. The
aliens have gone down for a weekend away, have they?
Yeah, down to Cancun, and they've had their, if that's even in Mexico, I don't know, but they've had their own congressional hearing. And did you see this in the news?
No, I didn't see any of this.
Are you joking me?
No, I didn't see any of it.
Well, they do you know the way the American congressional hearing, it was like 3 expert witnesses talking about this, right? They did something similar in the Mexican one, but they also brought for a little bit of show and tell, 2 mummified alien corpses.
Okay, all right, okay. Well, that beats it. That beats everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, I've thought of a great movie as well. It might actually be a thing already. Aliens land and they fight the cartel.
That's definitely not a movie, but I'd watch that movie.
All right,
would
I
you
think
call
we better. Daddy's Home. Oh.
What the? Literally nothing to do.
That's a Will Ferrell thing.
I think this is going to be another one of our illegal aliens.
Illegal. No, cartel. Come on, we got to get it. We're not moving on till we get it, right?
Okay,
I don't care if you're listening at home. We're not moving on. All right, so we've got cartel, mafia, Mexicans, Tijuana, border.
What are the TV shows? Narcos, cartel. Who's the big drug guy?
Stephen.
No, you know the big drug guy.
I can't remember his
El
name.
Chapo.
There's Pablo Escobar. He was up before. He's dead now.
Pablo Escobar. Is there anything in there?
Pluto Escobar.
Okay, I think
it's nearly there.
That's nearly there. UFO.
Oh!
There we go. Okay.
All right.
On the back of that, let's crack on with the lamestream narrative. You gonna take a drink of your water?
No, can't.
I'm gonna be pissing myself on creatine now. You put the fucking fear of God into me. On September 13th, 2023, the Mexican government shocked the world by following in the footsteps of their North American neighbors and holding a congressional hearing to discuss the possible existence of unidentified flying objects. I don't think I've ever mispronounced that many words in that short a space of time.
You mispronounced so many words. I actually none of it sank in. All I know is something happened in Mexico.
Your brain just deleted it. It's like, do you ever do that thing where you write a word the way you want it, even though it's spelled incorrectly? And then the minute you press space, your phone goes, "No, you didn't want to say that." There we go. So, Dennis, right? Mexican lawmakers were presented with expert testimonials and accounts imploring the Mexican government to acknowledge that we in fact are not alone in the universe. Among those in attendance at the hearing were none other than Ryan Graves, the former US Navy pilot who recently took part in the US congressional hearings on UFOs also.
Wait, so they got him down to do it? They got him to make an appearance?
Yeah, they did.
That's amazing.
They brought him back down. I think you'll find an interaction with him quite funny later in the lamestream narrative. But they got him down, and I reckon it's, do you think that he's going into this one like more laid back? Do you think that he's it's like he's working stuff out?
I would say if this is his second go at it, he's going in brimming with confidence. He's probably wanting to actually, even though it went quite well from the last one, he's saying, I could have done more. Now is his chance.
Is this doing new material?
Oh, I don't know what he do new material. I think he'll start off carbon copy from the US one, and then maybe in the middle, if things are going well, if the senators or whatever they are down there are heating up, bam, in with a little bit of spice. But this guy, is he the younger? Is he kind of the younger of the three that appeared up in the US Congress one?
Yes.
Yeah. So you had
he's the younger pilot,
You had Grush, the main guy, who was definitely an alien, and then you had the other guy who's
David Fravor,
middle-aged to older, and then we had this younger guy. And just to fill people in who don't know about him, he was a guy who trains fighter pilots, and he was,
and was a fighter pilot himself as well.
Yeah, he'd want to be.
I guess, yeah. I listen. Okay, I guess that needless clarification.
He used to drive an ice cream van.
Yeah, listen. I've got the qualifications, so I'll just give you. Just go out there. It's all in the manual.
It says here on a particularly hot day, you delivered over 60 chalk ices. Get in here. That's an
I
F-15.
Nice. I'm used to handing out rockets. Is that one of the ice creams? There we go.
I hit my microphone. I like that so much.
So Dennis, right? Ryan Graves appeared in front of the Mexican. It's not quite the Congress, but it's equivalent. Congress.
Is it like the lower house kind of job? Is it or what?
Let's say yes.
Is it local council?
No. It's up. Do you want to know something interesting? Mexico City, largest city in North America.
22 million.
No idea. I just know it's the largest city in North America.
Yeah, I thought. What's the largest in the world? That has to be up there.
Oh, let's see.
I'm gonna play a little quiz with
For
you.
some reason in my head it just went Egypt, which isn't true, but I'd think of the pyramids.
Holy shitey shit!
You have it.
Wait until you. This is crazy.
Am I guessing?
All right, so Mexico City is number 5, and I think you'd have a good hit off the ones above it. Maybe not all of them.
All right. Well, so I have 4 to guess, do I?
Yeah.
And is this purely population or is it density?
Purely population. I'm going by the UN 2018 population estimates, so I can't speak for the other years.
Okay. Tokyo.
Yeah, bang on, number 1.
Nice. New York.
No.
Oh, because it's North America. I'm an imbecile.
No.
Undone by my own fact.
New York. You've just been had. New York is actually 11.
What else then? Is one of them in India?
Yeah.
I'm trying.
India's got 2 in the top 10.
Really? Bangalore?
No.
Mumbai?
Mumbai is number 7.
Oh.
All right, I'll give you a clue. India is 2nd, China is 3rd, Brazil is 4th.
India is 2nd.
Yeah.
China is 3rd. And then Brazil is 4th. You said.
Yeah. I would have struggled with the Brazil one, and I would have thrown a dart at the India one, and maybe wouldn't have said the China one.
Is Brasilia?
No.
Oh, Rio de Janeiro?
No.
That's in Argentina, is it?
Yeah.
That would be the problem there.
But I can get onto them if you want. Anyway, let's clear up.
Go on,
let's
tell
clear
me
up
the
this
rest.
mess.
Tell me the rest.
Tokyo, Delhi, Shanghai, Sao Paulo, and Mexico City.
Would they think about changing? I suppose it wouldn't change the population, would it?
No.
No.
Yeah, guess how much a roundabout guess of the Tokyo population, and it's 10 million more than 2nd.
Oh, jeez, 10 million more than 2nd.
Japan wouldn't want to kick off again, would it?
Is it? Jeez, what would it be then? 50 million?
Would it be 1,000 million?
I don't know.
37 million.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
Of
Mexico
course.
City is 21.5, supposedly.
You
but-
nearly got that. You said 22. It's close enough.
Yeah, because I actually saw a picture of Mexico City during the week.
You counted everyone.
I tell you, I said there's loads in that. Anyway, come on, where are we? What
Right.
are we even talking about? Mexico.
Okay.
Aliens.
So Ryan Graves at the conference, right? He said he asked those in attendance to destigmatize the reporting of UFOs and to open themselves to the possibility that there are beings out there which we have been encountering evidence of. It's perhaps not surprising that Mexico would hold such a conference, as there have been a number of high-profile UFO cases across Latin America over the years. However, there is no doubt that one element stole the spotlight for these hearings, and that was the reveal by one Jamie Mason of 2 supposed alien mummies which had been recovered in Peru near the Nazca lines and which had been
No.
Oh.
No, go on. Sorry, finish that bit there.
Which had been carbon dated to be around 1,000 years old.
Alright, so who's Jamie Maslin? He sounds like he's from, like, Mayo or something.
Oh, yeah. Jamie... So I might be pronouncing it wrong. It could be Mousen.
Okay.
Jamie Mousen. So he's a UFO researcher.
Oh, is Mousen... That sounds kind of German or something, is it? What's he doing in South America?
I don't think he's not Mexican. He's not local.
Okay.
He's not local, I think. He's kind of goes all around the place. I can look up where he's from, actually. Will I?
Yeah, do. Silently look it up.
Yeah, I'll look that up. I'll see where he's from, old Jamie.
While you're typing that in there, I just want to go through. Me and the listeners are going to do a huddle there for a second. So I think we've just been told that there's a 1,000-year-old alien after being found in Mexico by a man called Jamie Mousen.
He is Mexican.
There you go. You wronged him.
His full name is Jose Jamie Mousen Flota.
Ah.
Jose Flauta, you were saying he's Mexican straight away. Yeah? Jamie Mousen.
You know what? I don't think there's anyone going to come down on you for this. I don't think anyone could argue this point.
No, I mean, no. You listen. You can't do me for that.
No, you can't be cancelled for that.
No.
1 week later.
That's what I'm cancelled for. Jose Mousen.
All right, so this fella is after dragging up 2 mummies from Peru.
Yeah.
That are supposedly aliens, carbon dated, which is fine if they're carbon dated. I believe that people existed back then. But like, what did these look like? Did you have a look at them?
Have you seen them?
I haven't seen them at all.
I thought you were absolutely bullshitting me. Dennis, these have been all over the news.
Let me have a look. What the name? Is that
mind.
A bird?
No, he's saying.
Oh man, you should see the stuff that I'm looking up. Please give me some keywords.
Look up Mexican
I have it.
UFO mummies.
Whoa, they're proper aliens.
Yeah, 2 of them.
All right, so to describe this for people, classic grey alien, but I would say with a much smaller face, like kind of shoved up, like little skinny neck, absolutely tiny, right? Like I don't know what size they are, but maybe about like
small,
3 foot or something.
Less than a meter, I think.
Yeah, and then just like very small limbs and kind of I mean, you think of Alien, you got Alien.
Like what they say on the tin.
They'd fit into Men in Black like no problem.
Oh yeah, I'd say they're 100%. They'd make sense in that universe.
All right, well that must have been That must have been like that show where they brought up all the Santa letters. Remember where they made that court case, that famous court case where they brought in sacks and sacks of Santa letters?
What?
I think that might have been. I can't remember what it is. I was hoping you would get it.
I've never heard of it in my life.
Yeah, it was a famous
OJ?
court case. It was like Santa Claus versus. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, did love. Okay, so we got an alien. We got 2 aliens. I think that's big business as well. Like, I really hope that they did it like that, where they brought it in. They gave one alien, presented it,
one?
and then they were like, little bit, you like one?
Yeah.
Wow, whip off another one. But it's
Wait
like,
till you see this.
It's been sitting in the audience the whole time, dressed up, like overly dressed as a woman, and then they whip off the clothes, and it's there. It's like
They are like when you're talking about surprise witnesses. A mummified alien corpse is pretty high up there.
Doesn't get better than that, really.
No. So the 2 corpses, Dennis, on display are, like I said, less than a meter in height. They show humanoid-like features, but containing distinct differences from human anatomy, such as the proportions, which are that of a classical grey, and the lesser number of digits which they possess, with them having only 3 fingers on each hand. The source of the mummies was identified as a location near the famous Nazca lines in Peru, which are huge drawings of animals which were made at ground level, but only observable fully from a height which would have been impossible to observe at the time of their creation. It's unsurprising then that this area in Peru has long been associated itself with UFOs, and many suspect this is evidence, or that the Nazca lines themselves are evidence of some kind of ancient alien activity.
I'm just coming up with a fantastic theory, right? You can stop me if this is already out there.
Go on.
But I don't know why, looking at that little alien weirdo, right? I just kind of imagined that because I was like, why are aliens so humanoid? Like, to me, it just doesn't make sense that they'd be this humanoid. But maybe, just maybe, they're aliens, or sorry, they're humans that left the world at some point, and then because they were traveling in space and going everywhere, they just like progressed way faster than us. But then our technology got lost.
I think we've 100% covered this theory. I think,
but not in the ancient aliens way that we've done it. You know, it's not like there's not like magical aliens at the. Do you know what I mean? Like they're just normal everyday people, and they just left and they've come back now.
Whereas so you're saying they're plumbers.
Yeah, like plumbers.
They're tradespeople and
postal operatives, you know, train drivers, that kind of thing. And they went off in a spaceship, and now they're coming back. But I don't know, are they minding us? Are they studying us? You know, but you get what I mean, though. And the way we approach this sometimes, it's almost like fantastical beings. But maybe they've just spent so long in the space oven that now they're
just different.
Yeah, they're just way different.
I have heard theories like that before. On old episodes of this podcast, even, I'd say. But
who was doing that at the time?
I definitely I'm sympathetic to that idea that we're like that we do have some kind of kinship with these beings.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing is people often talk about them as if they're coming to visit us, but another theory is the fact that they have existed before us, and that we're the equivalent of if monkeys started to evolve, started to evolve more before our eyes, you know?
Mm.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, monkeys really freak me out. I don't like seeing them at all in any way. Also, why are their arses so out?
What do you mean?
Chimpanzees. I don't know how people can find chimpanzees so cute and stuff. Like, have you seen how arsey they are?
I thought you were going to say, I don't know how anyone gets anything done with a chimpanzee around.
I think we've got a slight disconnect. Put something on, I'm trying to work.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, can you fucking... What are you doing?
Can't get any work done with you.
Jesus,
walking around with that thing.
Away.
Shove it in my face. Ooh, to you.
Yeah. Wow, I don't think we've ever discussed that topic before.
Nope.
So, yeah, I agree with you that monkeys can be a bit strange.
Yes.
I don't agree with your view on their asses.
Okay, Grant. You're pro monkey ass.
That's a bit much. I think that they should be allowed to have their asses out if they want.
I think in this case maybe not.
No, okay.
All right, so we got the mummies. Let's give us some more information on the what's what.
All right. Well, this is going to really. I think this is really going to set you off now, Dennis. Right. As well as there being evidence of their age from carbon dating, they've also done X-rays of the two corpses, and the X-rays suggest that in fact one of them contains some form of eggs within its body, perhaps suggesting that it was pregnant or waiting to procreate at the time of mummification.
When it says eggs, do they mean like if they took an X-ray of a mummified human, they'd be able to find eggs? Or do they mean like... Because I think they're going towards like dinosaur lizard eggs, aren't they, really?
I took it to mean like... Do you know the bits that come out of the body in... with the androids in the Alien series?
No, I actually can't remember that.
Do you know... well, there's no nice way for me to say this, but I'm picturing like things of like anal bead size.
Yeah. Okay.
Inside the like.
What kind of size though? Because they're all different.
Are they? Egg size, like hen egg size.
All right, so an egg.
Sorry, take back the anal bead thing. Sorry, take that back. I just think loads of domestic eggs.
You had a much shorter reach available to you. Yeah, what's kind of egg like? What's currently in my ass?
What's in this chimpanzee?
Okay, so you're picturing like eggs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I am.
But they don't keep like a bundle of, they don't, like a human wouldn't be walking around with all those eggs. No, there's nothing that's
depends on
like,
that vagina.
Do you know, before I pretended that I thought giraffes laid eggs and people believed me, which was a low moment for humans.
Says way more about you.
But there's nothing that lays eggs like that, is there?
What do you mean? Platypus maybe?
Platypus maybe?
Oh man, I was having a chat with a comedian, Francis Keaton, very good comedian, but we were chatting about one of my.
Can I just interrupt? Have you ever had a chat with a comedian? I was chatting to Barry, shit comedian.
Shit comedian. Listen, I'll say it at some point that'll come up. But I was trying to get some feedback on a bit about my bit about having pet ants, and she goes, "Is there anything that eats ants?" I said, "An anteater." And she just says, "Oh yeah, that's that all right."
Yeah, that'll be the guy.
Yeah. But no, the eggs, Dennis. I think marsupials might lay eggs in this sense.
Yeah, but do you have any idea what? So the X-rays, did they reveal the X-rays?
I don't know. Do you want to check that up there?
Yeah, I'll have a silent checkup. Do you want to give us more information while I check? I'll be very silent.
While you're checking that up, Dennis, right? So they although right. There has apparently been some DNA testing done by the National Autonomous University of Mexico. Little is known about the DNA results which have been recovered. You look like a man who's found some X-rays.
Yeah, they've released the X-ray scans.
Can you see them?
Yeah, I can see them. I'm going to send it to you now. I don't know if you're going to reveal this or not, or if you just did, but over 30% of the specimen's DNA was said to be unknown.
Well, I was just saying that little was known about the DNA results.
Yeah.
So that's even more cutting edge information than what I got.
I'm going to send this on to you now. I have it right here.
WhisperNet, is it?
On WhisperNet, yeah. Hopefully they're not being tracked.
Here we go.
All right, it's pretty impressive. So, what are you laughing at?
I wasn't prepared to see it sideways, side on.
So, we've got 4 slides. We've got basically the alien like face on it in the front one. Yeah. No X-ray going on there, just the kind of general makeup of its shape and stuff. And then the second one, it's basically in a police lineup facing left. This is an X-ray of its full body. Classic arms with bones in them. Rib cage seems to be a lot. Seems to be about like 15 ribs maybe.
Yeah.
On either side. And then in the third one, gets a little bit more interesting. I think, is that some sort of collarbone up top or something? I don't know.
Yeah, that's a bit strange. Here's what actually made me laugh, Dennis, was the fact that they looked like progress pictures to me.
Before and after. These are actually sent in by the alien's personal trainer.
Yeah, listen, you have me working enough on any body part. They are they're about what I imagined, the eggs.
Yeah, I will say no, right? In the third and fourth slide, right, we've got it was zoomed in on the eggs in the fourth slide.
Yeah.
I would say that this alien is under pressure with those eggs.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's taking up a hell of a lot of room. Also, they're saying they're eggs, but this looks like a drug mule with like condoms of drugs inside in themselves. It also could be that. They could be smuggling. But these eggs are huge for anyone listening at home.
So you're thinking, here's what happened, right? That alien lands on Earth 1,000 years ago, right? They get in a spot of bother. Cartels like, you're gonna have to take this over into Peru.
Yeah.
They get into Peru. The deal goes bad. They take them out into middle of nowhere, Nazca Lines. Execution style gunshot to both of their heads. mummify them, throw them in the ground. Is that what you're suggesting? Is that actually what you're suggesting?
It's amazing how you can read what I'm saying when I just say things like eggs, and you get all that from it. But that's exactly what I was saying.
I think as well. I wish I could remember the exact thing that even more than anal beads, the things that I think they're like are like these. Are they
gloopy things that you used to be able to get in the pawn shop before?
No, they're good as well. They're a good approximation, alien eggs. But there used to be these things that were like, it was like somebody's attempt to turn conkers into a toy. Do you know what I'm on about?
No, I actually don't.
It was like, they basically were trying to like turn conkers into Beyblades type things.
Wait. Was this a big like stringy thing with
like a very polished plastic ball?
Oh no! I was thinking of something different, which was like this very elastic, squishy ball thing, but it was all made of the same material and connected in like one unit, and you could swing it around, and like you could hit it off things, but it would just bounce off it. But it was like, filled with liquid almost, but like that weird jelly liquid.
No, that sounds possibly even more like what might be in there. But these things, this was an attempt in the 90s to make like a toy, like a version of Conkers that you could just like buy.
Oh, I have to look that up.
Like Battle Conquer type things. But they were definitely taken off the market because all of us got them in school.
There's a thing called Battle Conkers.
Battle Conquer. Let me look this up now and see if it's what, because these were all taken off us at school. Because just immediately, they're so fucking hard that just immediately we started getting bruises from people just hitting people with them.
It's so weird. I mean, I should have come across this stuff, but I don't know. Am I having one of these things where I'm looking at it and I can't really, I'm imagining that it's real or whatever.
They're not them. They're cool.
Okay.
These things are. No, they're not them. But they're close. They're very similar, but imagine if the plastic was, instead of having a face on it, was just straight up. I think they might have been called clackers or something.
Oh, we got clackers here.
Have you found clackers?
Yeah, clackers have been around for about 1 million years, though, I'd say.
Have they? Well,
yeah, clackers just look like a fucking weapon.
Yeah, no, it was clackers, and it was an attempt to update clackers, like a kind of a 90s clackers. And these things, Dennis, you could smash a skull with one of them.
Just to put it out there to people listening, these clackers, like the classic ones, up to the 90s ones, I assume, are just imagine like two giant marbles on a piece of string connected that could kill someone.
Totally, yeah. Absolutely. That's them. That's what's in that poor alien's cavity. That's what it's pushing out.
This is a great ad here on eBay. For £10, you can get a child's golden clackers.
Don't listen. Pete Townsend, he tried.
All right. So where were we? We're on the X-ray. I just wanted to finish on the X-ray. Yeah, but in the fourth X-ray, there is just these giant eggs lying inside the alien.
Yeah.
Very convincing.
Yeah. So Dennis, supposedly, upon seeing the presentation of these beings, Ryan Graves exited the hearing immediately. And he claimed that he was not made aware that these artifacts were going to be shown prior to this moment. Graves is referred to as something known as a nuts and bolts individual in the UFO community. That's somebody who's really interested in like the mechanics of their craft and what they are. So he's not one of these people. He's not really in for the whole ancient stuff, right? So it's unsurprising then that he was reluctant to associate himself with these bodies. Similarly, Mawson has in the past been associated with alien remains which have subsequently been proven to be hoaxes. Although what?
So we've probably spent 20 minutes talking about a guy presenting aliens. I think this is the garden path you have led me down it.
No, Dennis. We're about 40 minutes in. But get this, right? Although the remains he's been associated with have been turned out to be hoaxes in the past, this has been a case of his willingness to believe, not his willingness to deceive.
Oh, right. Okay. And is that a bumper sticker he has in his car, or did you make that up?
It actually comes straight from me.
I think that's such a dangerous sentence to release into the public.
What?
Honestly, I think that what you just
It's my
said,
willingness to believe, not my willingness to deceive.
that is so fucking terrible. You should make t-shirts from it though. Um, so yeah, so what you're saying is like he just keeps coming up short, even though he has the best of intentions. He just keeps getting duped. The guy can't catch a break.
Yeah, he's trying his best.
Yeah, but he's nothing to do with it. He's just thinking. He gives every alien he finds the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because he never knows which one's Mr. Right. Yeah.
and he brings him home to his wife, and she's just like, "I can't do this anymore. I
Another
can't do
one.
this."
But someday there's going to be a beanstalk, and
Yeah.
then that fucker she'll know she was wrong. However, Dennis, right? Even a stopped clock is right twice a day. So
Oh, for the love of fuck, Raj.
I came up with that too.
That's a very good phrase.
Upon concluding the hearings, those chairing the conference stated that they hoped this would be the first of many meetings on these developments. And to this day, the truth behind those alien remains remain unexplained.
So why do you think the guy left?
Ryan Graves, he's a nuts and bolts guy, Dennis.
Yeah, but why? Like nuts and bolts, like it's just another phrase. Why do you think he left? Like really, if you could just put it in, layman terms.
Because I think he's the sort of guy who he doesn't want to take a chance on up-and-coming alien remains.
Can we do this like Eurosport before when they'd dub over stuff? I'm sure they still do it. But can you just say that again? What do you think the reason he left?
Because I think, Dennis, that I think that he just doesn't have he's not willing to take a chance on up-and-coming alien remains.
He believes it was bullshit.
No, Dennis.
That would be the translation of it.
No.
He walked up because he saw it, like he's trying to. You shouldn't be defending the mummy, guys. This is your problem, right? You've got these
Egyptians.
legitimate. Oh, don't get me started on the Egyptians again, right? But you've got some legitimate guys there now coming forward, like Grosh, his dad, and this fella, right?
His dad.
The other guy,
David Fravor. Jesus.
Yeah, Fravers and Stavers and Gravers, right? You've got these guys coming forward. They want to make a legitimate job.
Oh, Ryan Graves and Grosh. It's a great band name.
Bebop and Rocksteady, and then you've got the Mexican guys who are just fucking ruining it all and tarnishing the reputation. So then he's going to be in pictures like next to this silly mummies and stuff. It's doing nothing for the UFO community, Raj. You're letting the community down.
No, I'm not, right? So I think you're half right with that. Where this guy wasn't given the information beforehand, Ryan Graves. He wasn't given the information beforehand. So he couldn't get his he couldn't see that it was valid enough to his liking. So he rather remove himself from the situation than to engage with what was.
So you're telling me, right? Okay, right. Allegedly, that this man thought, well, I don't have all the facts on this. When I get all the facts, I'll interact with it. You're not saying that he thought like, oh my God, I've been absolutely strung up at this. I need to leave right now because my reputation is going to be destroyed. You're thinking, I don't have the facts. I better leave.
The other possibility is he pissed himself a little bit.
Because he was on some new supplement.
No, maybe that too. But no, maybe he saw them and he was freaked out.
Yeah, but you're mostly thinking like it is open. See, that's the other thing as well, is you're leaving it open to interpretation. Like I know the way you deliberately wrote that was like he left, and then in parentheses it's like, but who knows why? But it was probably because he was shocked by the aliens because they were so alien.
I think that's what happened. Also, this might sound I don't think you'll be on board for this, okay? Right, but that's fine. Who are you going to believe? A guy who is finding his first alien remains, right? And is presenting them out of the blue, or a guy he's been duped before, and he's learned from his mistakes.
But that's my choice.
They're the choices.
I've no other choice.
They're the choices. Sorry.
Would you like to be beaten with the stick or the pole? Pole, please.
For me, I definitely like this guy. He's been duped. He's obviously will have learned from those mistakes.
Mm.
And he will have been more fastidious this time.
You think like he's saying to himself, I can't go through that again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and is that the way it goes with people who are like that, like kind of, let's say, shyster-esque people, where they're just like, you know what, like you're saying that all those con men and stuff, like they're actually not doing, they don't have new marks. They're trying to, they have second chances and third chances, but they just keep on screwing it up.
There's no one I would trust more with my money now than Bernie Madoff.
Yeah.
After he went through everything, he's dead now, I think, is he?
How they couldn't have seen that coming with his surname.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, like, he's been through all that now, so I trust him with my money. Back then, I wouldn't. He's giving it his first go.
Do we have any theories in this episode, or is this one of those episodes where we're like open to interpretation?
We have some very light theories, right?
Light bites.
Light theories. First theory.
Can I guess the first one?
Go on.
They're aliens.
You're spot on. Right,
Okay,
they're
cool.
aliens. Right. The other one. So the other one, Dennis, is, I guess all of them are about them being aliens. I think that, you know, you throw in a token one there for it being a hoax, but I don't really truck with that, right? But do you remember tracker bears? They used to be very nice. But
Tracker bears.
Tracker bears, yeah. But my take on this is, my big question is, do you think that these were beings that were crash landed and recovered and mummified out of some kind of like instinctive knowledge, you know, knowing that they were special and venerated, maybe? Or do you think the other theory is that these were beings that were living among the ancient Nazca people?
I think, besides all of that stuff, because you just said it there with the crash landing, I think that planet Earth must be some sort of like accident black spot, because the amount of things that are supposedly after crashing on Earth, there would be like, it would be flagged all over the universal sat navs to stay the hell away from this place. Like, the amount of crashes that happens there are unreal. Like,
But you get that now.
what do you mean?
And also, think, like, as in that happens now, black spots. And also, I think statistically, people usually have more car accidents when they're on holiday.
That's true.
So you're thinking about, like, there's a glut of foreign visitors to Earth,
Yeah.
and they're not used to the roads.
we should stop them, is it?
They're not used to the road, so of course they're veering off and stuff.
Well, they'll be really annoyed, won't they, when like aliens are around from other planets and they can just drop in anywhere. There'll be no like, they won't be able to stop them coming in anywhere. They'll just be flying in out of the sky.
I heard a great theory from based on a previous episode, a great theory from your friend of mine, Chris, where his theory is that life was seeded on Earth, so that humans would advance and eventually become an outsourcing hub for an intergalactic like federation that had seeded us here.
That is such a cool theory, but it made me sick to my stomach.
Yeah, and that's it. And then when they come, we all just become call center workers.
We're all just little worker bees in call centers. I think that could be completely true.
Hello, have you tried turning off and on your hyperdrive? No.
Have you tried taking your tentacle out of your ass? Okay, is that the end of?
That's very crude, Dennis.
Is that the end of the theories?
Yeah, it is. It is.
It is the end of the theories. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Can't wait to catch up with those Mexicans now and see what they get up to. I assume we'll never see the American guy back there ever again. So that's the end of this episode. I've been Denis Len. You find me Denis Len 3D, all the rest of it. Over there is
Roger O'Sullivan. You can find me on Instagram at Roger O'Comedy, or on X at Roger O'Sullivan.
We're heading over now to Patreon, and whether Roger likes it or not, I'm going to update him on my NFL fantasy comings and goings that I've been playing over the last 2 weeks. Mainly just telling you about the emotional highs and lows and the reasons I shouldn't be playing it.
Excellent. Looking forward to that. I guess on the back of that, love you. Bye.
Oh,
right.